forming connections, right? We can do that hand, forearm, elbow, right? Sometimes we might grab our leg in order to be able to form a connection, right? Sometimes we're framing, might be against the hip or the leg or the knee. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna talk about different connections you could have and do an inside hip escape. We're not trying to push them off of us. We're trying to connect to them and then move yourself, okay? So we're gonna be doing knee all the way across, right? I was first taught to do knee on sternum. Put the knee right here. No good, okay? Easier to get off, it's not as far across, right? I'll do all the same connections if it's knee on sternum, okay? Knee all the way across and slightly angled up. This knee is out, that's good control, okay? So let's talk about a couple of things. We know a defense if he does attack here. But we can just connect with our palm, get our foot outside, move yourself. Get on your side. We'll talk about different outcomes after the hip escape. So that was connecting with the outside palm. Now watch, this is one I learned a long time ago. Inside palm. Boom. Right? And then I'm here. You can escape with this underhook and you're just blocking across this hip line. So outside or inside palm connects. Move you. Move you. Okay? Then, look here, my elbow. Right? From here, same thing. When that elbow is bent in like this, I'm commonly going to be looking for this underhook after. Again, we'll talk about things. See, right now he has one knee up. Things that happen is they have one knee up, both knees down, they stand up or they sit down. On almost all escapes you're going to do. Okay? Sometimes they roll over. So that was connecting here. Okay? If he doesn't follow me, I could just walk away with that elbow connection. Right? But he's going to follow you. That's the problem. Okay? So here's one, right? If I try and I'm trying to do this when he's kind of pushing back in, I can go out inside elbow here. And the same thing is the one we showed a second ago. I'm here. Go back up. Another one, you could just connect around his leg. This will be a big outcome that occurs. It's a single. Oh, and then he sat down on that, right? But it's that, because that connection is collapsing his leg in. Go ahead and go all the way across. Don't put your toe on the mat. Connect here. Okay, so look, we got either elbow, and then we have hip frame. Okay, I'm connected to the center of his hips, pushing him here. Oh, sit down again. Right, that's one of the outcomes. Another one you'll commonly see, pushing the hip like that. So let me I got control. Yeah. And then start doing the thing. Yeah, I disconnect. Okay. Because I'm losing control. So when that happens, people may stand up when you start doing some of these. They may drop a knee on the floor. They may sit down. We saw that happen twice accidentally. Okay? So just think. Elbow, forearm, palm, those are connection points with either arm. Okay? Sometimes if they don't follow you, you can just walk away. If they do follow you, there's chained attacks with them. Okay? You can go around the leg, you can frame in the hip, right? So just do that inside hip escape and try and see what sort of reactions they give you. Try and get on your side. It's not about pushing them off of you, that will be hard, right? You want to move you after you get that connection. Yeah. All right, let's do it, 1, 2. Okay, so let's talk about some different outcomes, right? If you do an inside hip escape, or really even an outside hip escape, things that may happen, they may post their hands on the mat. They may drop the knee on belly knee. It may go down on the floor. They may kind of hinge that knee up and drop their other knee on the floor. Okay, especially if they had just been coming from side control, right? They may stand, right? You'll see hands post on the mat. Anytime somebody posts hands on the mat, we need to think back tape. Okay? Back tape. If they hinge that knee up, that knee on belly knee comes up, I'm thinking guard recovery. If that knee on belly knee goes on the floor, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna come up. A lot of times when you come up, people will post their hands on the floor. It happens when you come up, right? If they don't whizzer or do something to prevent the back take, I will look for a single leg. Those are the common outcomes. So let's kind of break those down, all right? He's got the knee on belly. Want this foot hooking the hip. Look, I'm connecting, and this is about keeping him where he's at. Okay? Now, I want that heel just a little outside. Keep him here. Move you. His knee came down. Okay? Just kind of stay where you are. So like, watch. If you do this, there's your the back control. Okay? Start pulling him over right here. Before you insert hooks and take the back. Okay? I'm dragging my elbow into his hip to add weight to pull him over his heel. Okay? Commonly, that knee will go down when you do this around the leg connection. Okay? Here. Now look. He's facing this way. I come up. How do I single him? By pulling the knee up as I push in with the back of the head. So it kind of can still be this sort of chop. And you can do it with one hand. We're going to pull with it. Okay? Connect. Here. Boom. You heard his knee sweep the mat. That's what we're looking for. Okay? I find out of all of these, and look, sometimes people will just disconnect. In a knee on belly private lesson with Chris Outer at Tax, working top, he starts talking about connection, then he stands up and he's like, and if there's connection, there's disconnection. Right? Because it may be best to stand up than get thrown off and single it. He may be thinking this. Okay? I find it's this one they stand up on a lot, but that's kind of, he may stand up no matter what. Two plays here. Okay? If he stands up when I start going here, ankle pin. I just kept that hand in his hip line. Okay? If he stands up, low single. Okay? You on your back. Connect, move you. Recover guard. Boom. Yes, just bring those knees in front of you. Feet on the hips. Alright? From here you can shoot a triangle, up kick. Okay? So, guard recovery. Okay. Alright, here's another one. And I hit this one a second ago. Connect, push me off and start kind of coming up. Boom. Start going underhook, belly down. Look what happened. My hands went on the mat. So he gets the back. Go back down. Go back down. If I'm here, he's not going to get the back, but both my knees are down. So he knee taps. Okay? If this one knee is up, hands together, connect your head, and pull that way. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, let's do it. 1, 2. Something that people are going to do is they're going to grab your gi and pull. Okay? So, they were encountering this. Right? So I'm framing in the hip. I'm trying to go in, but he's pulling my gi, so we're at the end of that. I'm going to switch. I'm going to do outside hip escape now. And he sat down. Right? So all I did was I turned side to side. We talked about that at the beginning of class. Okay? Because he was really providing pressure going back that way, I can't go this way any further. Okay? So I switched my frame and switched my hips. Boom. Just like that. One more time. So I'm trying here, and he's, okay? Don't do that. Let go of that. Okay? Come back down. he grabs, right? I can't go any further, so I'm gonna switch. Make sense?
Yes.
Inside to outside. 150.